David, are you on... What are you on? Facebook or...?
I mean, I don't use... well, yeah. I mean, the main function of Facebook is to look at pictures of your ex-girlfriend on holiday with her current boyfriend and look through 200 photographs till you find one where she's just got a slight look of regret in her eyes.
Oh, doubly funny when you know it's true.
But the thing is, it's gone beyond social networking now, because on Facebook you can farm. My wife farms on Facebook. When you plant things, then you have to go back. If we go on holiday, she's got to make sure she doesn't plant something that's going to wither before she returns. How ridiculous is that? I'm saying, get off, I want to look at porn. And she's looking at... corn.
Oh, hang on, let me just grab this. This is, these are fake Sean Locke tweets. This is the guy that's been twittering pretending to be you.
Brilliant.
Didn't someone once say it takes 42 muscles to frown and even less to smile? Well, it only takes 7 to pull the trigger on a sniper rifle.
That's pretty good.
Sounds like...
That's all right.
11:10 a.m. January the 3rd, from the internet. If I see another bloody mince pie... ...
This is horrible. I feel like I'm in some kind of nightmarish science fiction film. It is you pretending to be you, saying it's not you.
I'll try and read some out.
Oh, can you do that
then,
one?
yeah.
That bottom one. Which one? Can you do the bottom one in Sean's voice, please?
Just bought a beautiful Elvis Presley Dan Buster's clock plate advertised in the paper. Be worth a fortune one day.
The first time in history there's a 13-year-old girl trying to be a middle-aged man.
Let's see if Twitter, Facebook and social networking is one of the top uses of the internet. Of course it is. Of course. Yes, top of the list is social networking. Facebook is a great way to meet new friends and organise your social life. Or, if you're in a hurry, you can just have your identity stolen and let the new you worry about all that. Carol, Sean, David, what else do people use the internet for?
Online gambling. People do online gambling. I have done a bit of online gambling. I bought a mattress on eBay. Casinos are normally a glamorous environment, aren't they? Whereas most people in online casinos are eating Rice Krispies in their pants and socks, aren't they? Saying, I'm going to break the bank at Monte Carlo.
I play a bit of poker online, but I remember I was playing once about 2 o'clock in the morning and I had about 40 quid and I was winning, and then I fell asleep. And the next morning I woke up with nothing, and I thought, that wouldn't happen in a real casino, would it? They would, if you fell asleep in a real casino, they wouldn't carry on around you.
I just put a bet on for a friend of mine. It's law that there has to be a covered frontage on a bookies. You can't have an open front on a...
On the high street?
Yeah, which I guess to stop children looking in and seeing the wonderland of joy that exists inside. Dancing around, high-fiving each other.
I used to bet on the horses when I was young. I wasn't very good at it. My auntie was brilliant at it. She had a system, though, because she fucked jockeys.
And that didn't work for you?
I couldn't use it.
Just get that image of the jockeys coming on the horse. There's a chance of a shag! That'll sound fantastic.
I love that, mine.
That is how you do a horse.
Do you
No, nice. Carry on, Carol. You don't.
Sean's team, what do you think the nation should be talking about this week?
The Olympic torch has landed on these shores, and we are watching it
go round
the country
interminably.
It started in Cornwall. That's because they flew Ryanair, and that's actually that's their London airport. London, Cornwall, we're landing in. And then it's going around the country with various people carrying it aloft.
Yeah, little Will.I.am.
Yeah.
Carried it. He's miniature, half a Corbett.
Is he?
Yeah, half a Corbett.
Half a Corbett. Is that how we measure celebrity now?
Yes, and it's very heavy for him, but he's been carrying it.
Can we just call him William? His name is William. Just because he can't punctuate doesn't mean I don't call myself J on.
Who's Will.I.am? Is he in the Olympics?
No.
He's brilliant, and he's on The Voice. He sits on the chair, his feet don't touch the floor.
Why is he holding the torch?
The reason he's doing it, the reason will.i.am's carrying it, is because he's Corgi registered. As a gas fitter. Drogba's. I didn't know this, but he's a fully qualified gas engineer. He worked for EDF for a while. It's very special fire, though, isn't it? It's the Olympic. It's the Olympic fire, and it's apparently it's very cathartic for people who come out to see it, because anyone who sees the flame go past instantly forgets they didn't get tickets.
There have been some fantastic protests. Did you read about that guy in Taunton who threatened to set fire to his camper van? I'm not quite sure what he was protesting against.
I've got a camper van. Every time you make a cup of tea, technically you're threatening to set fire to it.
Nick, are you excited about this? Are you excited about the flame?
No.
What about the Olympics more generally? Are you...
It's nice. So, like, on buses and stuff, they're, like, saying, oh, let's pretend like the rest of the world is like our mum. And if you had a flat, you'd tidy up your flat and make it look nice for when your mum came over. And London's your flat. So let's all tidy it up, because people might come round and see what a shithole it is. And it's just like, we live here, and they shouldn't be making us do all of the work. Like, if you pick up your own litter, you do it. You do it. Just because there's someone coming over from Germany, right, or another country, right, doesn't mean that we should be on our special best behaviour. You should be on your special best behaviour all the time. Don't patronise us.
Sorry, Nick.
My mum doesn't visit, it's fine.
I like the fact that Sean's got Nick on his team and John's got David. It looks like we're filling a quota of homeless men.
Oh, let's just check the Channel 4 lady ratings when this show goes out. Having me and Helm on the same show, it's like, don't cross the streams. Ah! This is the sexiest thing that's ever been on TV.
Oh, David O'Doherty does not own a mirror. He has also never spoken to a lady.
I'm incredible at ladies. I'd just like to make that clear.
You're incredible at ladies.
If you say so, yes, I am.
Team, are you used to the internet?
YouTube. Video.
Yeah.
You know, video?
YouTube.
What's great about YouTube is no matter what the clip is, it'll always end up into an international debate in the comments bit underneath. No matter, it'll be like Tommy Cooper doing a clip, someone will go, brilliant, oh, that is brilliant, and then someone will go, you got the trick wrong, dickhead. And someone will go, yeah, what? It's supposed to do that. Yo, fuck you, Yanks. Yeah, we saved you from the war. Fuck you. You're like, what? Tommy Cooper, man.
Well, very often it goes, it'll be like, that's shit with 12 eyes. Or, that's gay with 9A. It's like everyone on YouTube is stuck in a homophobic well.
And in the olden days, they'd just send it in to You've Been Framed.
In a sense, YouTube is like a longer version of You've Been Framed with no editor, where they just show you all the shit people send in.
Oh, the YouTube clip that always gets me, or the email that goes with it, is I saw this and thought of you, because I always get my thoughts up. Like, this is really, you found a short film that captures all the complexities of who I am as a person.
And then it's a link to Two Girls, One Cup. It's not in the top 5, but watching YouTube videos is still a very popular use of the internet. Most people love being the centre of attention. True or false?
False. Who would want to be centre of attention? I mean, really? I mean, of all the people you know, Sean, who would want to be centre of attentione?
Sit still, Louis.
I don't mean to draw attention to myself or anything. I mean, really! I like to be centre of attention or anything.
OK. I don't think he can get up now. Luckily, I've got early onset Alzheimer's. question, Jimmy.
Most people love being the centre of attention, true or false?
I think most people don't like it, do they? Most people don't like it. That's why they've got pricks like us to take that space.
Would you like being the
We'd obviously like to be the centre of attention.
Sure.
That's why we're sitting here with the lights on us. We're mic'd up. I've got my special shirt on. Jimmy's lost all that fat round his throat. He's got a big fat throat.
What about you, Joe? Do you enjoy the limelight?
Yes and no, because there's good attention and bad attention, isn't there? But I was going into Lidl, I love Lidl, and this old lady came out with her husband, and she looked at me for like about 10 seconds, which was a bit too long. And then, so I was like, oh, I'm being recognised. And then after 10 seconds, she turned to her husband and went, we forgot to buy faggots.
The only time I got papped was in Lidl.
Really?
Yeah.
You got papped in Lidl?
Yep. Just been to the gym, and I was in gym stuff, and they followed us to the gym, and then we just went to Lidl, bought some ham and smoked salmon, and then went home.
But you have the time, don't you, now you're married? Should we go to the gym and then get some ham? Yeah, I think so. This is why I can't keep a girlfriend. I'll take them to the gym, but then I just tend to go back. I didn't know about the ham move.
I had it last week in Brighton. Person with camera taking photographs, sitting outside a pub for ages, took loads and loads of photographs. And then I went over and said, here, I'm trying to have a drink with my friends. And the guy went, well, it's just that I love you in the IT crowd, and my wife loves you in Bridesmaids. Which is a completely different Irish person called Chris O'Dowd. So...
How many of you are there?
Just the two, and we come over here. One has to look after Ireland, and then the other... Oh! Pumpkinder surprise. Boom!
Well, what do you think, John? Do you like being the centre of attention?
I like to be the centre of attention.
That is different.
Go to people's house parties and just spread shit. Get the woman on her own in the kitchen and just go, I've been talking to Mark, he says it's not going very well. I think you should go and have a word with him about it in front of everyone. Down the wine first, finish your wine, love, then get in there and have it out with him. That sort of thing I like, just standing back going, I did this, all this.
We'll get some answers on this. Most people love being the centre of attention, true or false? What are you going to go for?
I'd say no, false.
You say false. What are you guys going to go with?
False.
You going false? Well, I can tell you the answer is false. Only 26% of people love being the centre of attention. But you're right. Would you describe yourself as a tech addict, yes or no?
Well, I don't feel I have to answer that question, and I'm shutting your butt down. I've asked that question before, and I don't see what you've got a right to talk about. I've said all I want to say on that subject.
But do you think
about it?
But do you think the tech...
I'm not your...
Would you describe
I'm not your slave, and you're not my master.
Would you describe yourself as a tech addict? No, but would you describe yourself as a tech addict? OK. Are you obsessed by technology?
I would have said I was a tech addict. I've been a tech addict all my life, but I'm now getting to this point where everyone is a tech addict, and I'm finding it slightly repellent.
My feeling is that we've lost what I call shite talk, which is where 10 years ago an entire evening of conversation could be based around an easily verifiable untrue fact. You know, somebody like, do you remember when Wesley Snipes was in Grange Hill? Yeah, I think I do. And I was just like, not true. Hashtag I'm so lonely.
What annoys me, the thing people have lost is just the ability to look out of a window on a train. People can't, they sit there looking at old text messages, conversations you've had in the past, because you can't bear to think for a second. Like old people didn't do. They didn't get on a bus with a shoebox full of letters.
I mean, it's all well and good with the fancy things, but to be honest, I got a new Hoover recently with a spectacularly fast cable recoil on it. You know what I mean? And because all of that sort of technology just exists in the realm of wizardry, but then you put your foot on this, yoink, and you're like, future, I like it. I do aspire to once being trapped somewhere with just the Hoover, and then I'd get the plug end, and I'd fire it up like that, and then just hit the button, hold on to it, and
It's interesting the way they invented that was that someone who was hoovering, needed to get out of there fast. There's a situation where they're hoovering and think, shit, I better get out of here. Bang! Poof, 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 we're gone.
Well, let's get some answers on this. So, would you describe yourself as a tech addict? What do you think our audience said, yes or no?
Yes.
We'll go yes.
OK, so you think our audience would describe themselves as tech addicts? What do you think?
Addicts never self-identify as addicts, so people would say no.
Oh, it's a good answer. I can tell you the answer is no. Only 42% of people would describe themselves as tech addicts.
The worst thing about the recession is I read this week, Argos is closing stores and they're going digital. No more Argos catalogues. What am I supposed to do in the toilet? If there's no Argos catalogue, to play the Argos game where you flick through and you go, treadmill.
The joy for me with Argos was that it's like a shop, but much more like a bookies, in that you study the form and you're like, I'm going to take a punt on that. Turn on that piece, they go over to the big screen, you're like, come on, 167.
Joe, you pleased we're in a recession?
Yeah. The thing is that they said that the Olympics, because it's a big, obviously to do with the Olympics, but the Olympics was about £300 million under budget. I've worked out that that is roughly a £5 for everybody. So if they gave us all a £5, that's a Boots meal deal, isn't it? So, I love a Boots meal deal.
If you're going to get yourself a meal deal, for heaven's sake, get an innocent smoothie. Because, I mean, that's the price of the meal deal alone. So your sandwich and your crisps are free.
I hate their ads. I hate when you read the side of the innocent smoothie. They're majority owned by Coca-Cola, and you read the side of it, and it's like, we found a bucket of fruit on our farm, and a cow said it was yummy. Headquarters is probably like smokestacks in a forest with men with top hats pointing at pictures of third world countries.
It's called innocent smoothie.
No, you've fallen for the oldest trick in the book. Give it a nice name.
It's probably like people making those smoothies are being lashed, going, squash more fruit!
Most confusing technological term.
Oh, good grief.
Winston Tager coded file.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I just made it up, but it's pretty confusing, isn't it?
Mouse. I think mouse is a stupid... I call it a hamster. And I don't call it a mouse mat, I call it a hamster carpet.
Actually, now, technically...
They broke the mould when they made you, didn't they, David? Total maverick.
No,
You
but
play
you're...
by your rules, or you're not playing at all.
The one that confuses me online is page 404 not found. I go, well, I wasn't looking for page 404. I was looking for naked pictures of Megan Fox.
I think it's got to be that thing that was about a year ago, and then it stopped being something, which was the toggle. Everything was a toggle. You suppose your USB thing, you had the toggle.
dongle.
Dongle, that was it, the dongle. See, it was so confusing, I didn't know what
Yeah, because they're hard. They don't dangle. The dongles don't dangle. They're actually hard, aren't they? You put them in.
A dongle doesn't dangle because it's hard.
Sounds like the start of a folk song. Oh, the dongle and dangle, 'cause he's all the time. Oh, dongle goes dangle and down.
I can tell you, a dongle, the right answer.
Oh, what about the other jokes?
The right answer. Yes, according to the survey, the most confusing technological term is dongle. If you're not sure what a dongle is, it's a thingamy about the size of a doodah that lets your gizmo fiddle-faddle around with your whatchamacallits, usually via a USB port. Ornstein, you ought to go first. What's the most annoying thing about modern life?
It's hard for me to be specific because I pretty much hate everything. And I think I would have hated everything whatever era I was in.
Wow. Apart from cardigans.
Love a cardigan.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a cardigan? You guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I
You'll
don't
regret-
own a cardigan.
You don't own a cardigan?
My nan's got loads.
Maybe I'll take her number.
We're obviously all out of our depth, Jimmy, with this subject. As comedians, we don't really think about things that annoy us that much.
Because you're very much sort of in the clowning tradition, I feel.
I am. You know.
You bring joy to the world.
I am. A little bit of sunshine I like to bring into the world. I don't know. Ask the tramps, what do they think?
Tramps.
I've been on...
Is it how shop doorways are getting smaller?
I've been trying to get healthy recently, and that's quite annoying.
What's your health regime?
I bought a box of muesli. Which is it's all of the other breakfast cereals have like a cartoon character on the front, but if muesli were to have a picture, it should just be an old lady crying. Just, help me, shit.
Generationally, I think we will be remembered as the generation who invented the gastric band. When they look back on us, they'll go, what were people up to then? Well, they had to staple their stomachs closed because they couldn't stop shoveling shit into them. There's been industrial revolutions, there's been civil wars, but if it's there, I can't resist a bonbon. Yes, you can.
I can't refuse food, never. Never have, never will. I don't exercise.
You must exercise a bit.
I had to exercise once for the triathlon, and everyone was coming out of the triathlon like, oh, I feel exhilarated, I'm doing it next year, I'm signing up now. I was like, oh my God, get me out of here, I'm never doing this again. What a horrible thing to do. Who puts himself up for this?
I don't like it if people... It's all very well if you're on a diet, but I do think, you know, what you do in the privacy of your own home, that's your business, right? But
Thanks,
if you
mate.
come out, then don't bring your diet with you. That's the rule to me. When you get people come over and, you know, have you got any macrobiotic food, please? No. I'm going to barbecue.
Well, whenever I'm cooking, I always make sure there are dishes available. Well, I always make sure there's a vegetarian choice when I'm cooking. They can make do or they can fuck off.
I had a bacterial stomach infection recently. And I lost I lost 2.5 stone. And I guess it's more just an indication of the superficial times we live in. Everyone I met just went, you look brilliant. And I you have a healthy glow, it's a poo smell.
This is the basic thing that we as a generation haven't understood about our bodies, is that our mouths are bigger than our arseholes.
I'll tell you what worked for me. When Blur got back together, I started running to get back into my Britpop trousers. But one night I got caught out and it got dark before I got home. And so I ended up running around the woods in the dark. And I got home and I burnt like 2,000 million calories and my average heart rate had been like 106% of maximum because I was cacking it, running around the woods in the dark with a torch on. That's the best way to lose weight.
Jack wants to say something.
Oh, I don't want to say
Jack
something.
wants to say something.
No,
say it, Jack, please.
Shut your mouth.
It'll be good, Jack.
I was going to say you could take a video and call it the Blur Witch Project. I don't want to say it. Just shut up. Don't make me say it.
Most annoying thing about new technology. Go on.
The most annoying thing about new technology is that whatever you get, and no matter how great you think it is, in 6 months' time there'll be one that's 15 times better than it out for half the price. So, like, you're there with your phone, check out my new phone, and then you meet someone about 2 weeks later and they go, oh yeah, mine's got invisibility cloaking device on it.
Yeah. I have seen your phone, though, and your phone is spectacularly bad.
I brought my phone into a shop recently, and the guy went, this is from 2004! And he got the guy, look, it's from 2004! Like, it's the oldest thing he had ever seen. It was like, 2004!
Did he get all the other phones to come and meet its dad? Come and meet your dad!
OK, most annoying thing about technology?
DVD players that don't play all regions of DVD. Oh. You don't play all regions of DVD, you are racist.
OK, figures are buzzers. One more thing to get. What do you think, Sean?
Is it the new iPad mini? They've released a new iPad that's not an iPhone, it's not an iPad, somewhere in between. An iPad mini, little iPad.
It's like only 7 inches. Or something like that. What's the point?
What do you mean, only 7 inches?
I mean, you've got your phone and you've got your pad. Why do you want something just in between?
Well, it's like brunch, isn't it?
I really want one. They could release anything, and I really want to buy it. They could, like, release, like, I don't know, like the eye infection, and I want it.
David, are you going to get one?
I got an iPad, and the slogan should be like a shit computer. Because my computer does everything better than it. So the only possible use for an iPad then would be as a very luxurious chopping board. And then maybe you could have a comedy playing to counteract the onion crying. Everything would balance out. Either that, or maybe I'll get 6 of them and tile my hole with them. And then when I go to answer the front door, it'd be like Michael Jackson and Billie Jean.
Rachel, are you going to get one of these?
Well, I had this debate with my husband a little while ago, but I still don't see the point of that, because once you've got one size and the other size, then it doesn't do anything extra, does it? But I get his cast-off, so whenever he buys a new one, I get the old one, so I might encourage him to get one.
You get the old one once he's finished with it?
Yeah. I'm quite happy
You're
with that.
earning, aren't you? You can...
You know, do I need another one of a different size, or do I want to buy a pair of shoes? It's a bit of a no-brainer.
We're still talking about the iPad or your husband.
Still
if you need a smaller one, I'm willing to step in.
Most people would face their greatest fear if they were paid enough money. True or false?
I would, because my greatest fear is having no money.
You cannot argue with that. What's your greatest fear, Stacey?
I'm scared of quite a lot of things, most things, in fact.
Because you were on I'm a Celebrity, weren't you?
Yeah, that was scary.
What was the worst thing you had to do?
I hated that truck thing they put me in, where, like, every cubbyhole had a different, like, bug in it, and you have to, like, open them up and then untie knots. I mean, and you'd think they'd put the knots a little bit loose for you, you know? You've already opened this cupboard. Some spider, cockroach thingy has fallen on you. So I was covered in bugs, and I was just like, I can't open the knots. Why? And then it, like, tipped over, chucked me out the back.
Jimmy's trying to follow the story. He's going... I'd love you to explain the plot to a film like Usual Suspects. That'd be great.
OK, what's your greatest fear, John? What are you...
I'm scared of spiders, I'm scared of heights, I'm scared of things that will... I don't understand why people are supposed to get over their fears. Fear is a legitimate thing to stop you dying of things. We used to do a thing at school where you go up to someone and you go, oh, I've got something for you. Oh, blinking powder. Oh, you blinked. You go, yeah, I thought you were going to throw something in my face. It's a natural... I'm not going to get over it so that I can end up... But King Harold wasn't in a field going, yeah, didn't blink though, did I?
You make a point, and it's not... you know, you should be properly scared of things that are dangerous. You know that guy who had a pet cobra?
Oh, yeah, this was recently.
Yeah, he kept a cobra in his house, and, you know, he kept it for a couple of years, and then sooner or later it just went like that, bit him, and he died. It was very sad. But he was quoted as saying that cobras are much misunderstood. I thought, yeah, by you.
My friend worked for a while in the lion enclosure in Melbourne Zoo in Australia, and they've had several people, 3 people have tried to break in to talk to the lions in the middle of the night. Mostly, there's a religious man who's jumped in twice and he reads the Bible to them. But the other guy was a karate, he was a black belt, and when the next morning all they found was his head, and there was a legal case afterwards to try and find out what had happened, and his sensei was called in, and the quote from his sensei was, no. All I said to him was, you are so good, you could fight a lion.
I love the way you say they had an inquest. Was it an inquest?
Inquest.
Inquest into the death. I'm not qualified in any way, but I could tell you what happened there. Lion go yum yum.
Do you think the lion toyed with him at all? Said, whoa, that's hard. What are you doing? You're a tough guy. What is this? Karate, is it? Never heard of that. Oh, stop. Ow, that hurts.
Sean, Jamelia, Paul, what have the nation been talking about this week?
Well, this week I've counted 86 sheep, about 32 cows, 7 ducks, but I haven't seen a single horse. None. So something's going on. The meat scandal.
The meat scandal.
The horse meat's
And
gone
there's
mad,
like,
isn't
it's
it?
sort of rolled on this week, and they're saying it might be deliberate. This isn't just an accident.
Horses throwing themselves into abattoirs.
Apparently, it's criminal gangs have been doing this. Criminal gangs from Poland, Romania, and Russia are suspected of orchestrating a conspiracy worth millions of pounds by passing off horse meat as beef. What do you think? What did you?
Well, the whole problem with the story is that it's now screwing with all our notions of what we like. I thought I liked beef, but actually I like horse. I'm very confused now, you know.
It's getting more ridiculous because now there's donkey is also being mentioned, and the man said yesterday they hadn't yet tested for dogs and rats. And then where do you go after that? Dead relatives, ex-members of Destiny's Child, and the last pope.
Oh, no, this is my favourite quote of the whole thing. This is from the Findus website. They state they use the best ingredients and a generous pinch of imagination. This imagination tastes a bit like a horse. Sean, you're a Chelsea supporter. You were at the game?
Yes, I did. I went, yeah.
Did you enjoy the match?
Fantastic, yeah. I really enjoyed it. It's great. And people say, oh, I must be up there with the birth of your kids or something like that. I go, no. You ever been to a German football stadium? They got beer. You can smoke. It's miles better than that. It's fantastic.
Did you see the picture of David Cameron watching it with Merkel and...
Yes!
Oh, so David Cameron watched it at the G8 summit with Obama and Merkel. I've got the picture. What you've got to understand about that is they were having discussions about Syria, where people are dying and bombs are going off and it's awful, and they broke off the discussions to watch the penalties.
No one has ever celebrated a goal like that. In the history of football, no one has ever just gone...
I think he's actually doing that because Obama got his name right.
I guarantee that is the only room he's ever been in where people go to him to ask questions about football. Can you just tell me? Oh, no, I tell you, Peter Cech is the goalsman, and he wears the hat because he's the captain, and they played Manchester City in the semi-final, which is what Manchester United are called when they play out of Manchester, and that's football, and it's goals o'clock.
David, Chelsea.
Wow, what's not to love about that raggle-taggle bunch of West London scamps put together by the local butcher and trained police academy-like to get all the way to the final of whatever it was? They were put together by the third richest man in the world, spending the resources of the people of Russia for the last 10 years to buy all the best players.
What's the song with the celery?
It's just a song that we sing.
Go on, sing it.
How does it go?
It goes, we'll ask old Brown to tea and all his family. And if you don't come, we'll tickle a bum with a lump of celery. Celery! Celery! If you don't come, we'll tickle a bum with a lump of celery.
Just out of interest, I've had a lot of issues with women not coming, and does that work? Does it have any effect?
This is a pre-war. This is a pre-war use of the word come, which means to visit.
In answer to your question, not even a little bit.
Well, let's see if Chelsea's win is up there. OK, fingers on buzzers. One thing still to get.
The Facebook man who floated Facebook on the stock exchange for, I think it was 6 gajillion bazillions.
It's the most depressingly modern... It's just a story you couldn't explain to your granddad. A website, which doesn't really exist, has been sold for shares on the internet by... it just makes me think, people don't make their own bread anymore.
Well, but then the weirdest thing... It gets sold for gazillions of pounds.
Gajillions.
6 gazillion?
Sorry, gajillions of pounds.
Yeah.
And so the price of the shares then plummeted, and the people who had invested in it are now suing Facebook, is that right?
Yeah. If you buy stuff in a recession that doesn't exist, you can't touch shares, so why are you putting money into... It's like love. It doesn't exist. It's not like a sandwich, is it? It's just a concept that will eventually lead to the demise of the world.
Have you got a Facebook? Have you got a Facebook?
I've never been on Facebook.
You've never...
Badger Space? You got Badger Space?
Badger Space I have, yeah. Yeah.
I'm, speaking from experience, I'm an internet entrepreneur myself, so...
Tell me more, David.
Did you ever hear of Google? Originally, it was a smaller operation. Originally, it was just me, and you faxed me the question. I'd bring you back a couple of days later, and you'd be like, God, that's quick. Then I had to do so much research, I developed an eye condition, and that's where we get the term googly eyes from.